Well, it is time for another garden video, and I wanted to get a quick view of garden. It is very much overtaking everything, and I'm starting to really see powdery mildew be an issue, and the tomatoes are just a forest. So I am about to spend the morning out here cutting back things and getting everything cut back as much as I can so that I can start treating for the powdery mildew with some neem oil, which I will start doing on a weekly basis, but I won't do any spraying until dusk. So anyway, that's a little before shot. All right, so we are back after doing a hefty pruning. Got a lot of cleanup to do in the yard. We have cut back just about everything that I could today. And next up is some cleanup, and then I will do one more quick video showing you how everything is looking. And I'll be doing more fertilization and then some spraying to see if we can keep the powdery mildew under control for the next 6 weeks or so. All right, check back in a bit. All right, I am back in the yard. You can see that most of the mess has been cleaned up, and I thought we'd just do a little bit of close-up. So here you can see I've got these little pumpkins. I've got down here, oh, if you can see it, it's hidden, my second chance at a Kachari melon. I think that's my second one. And there is maybe one more right around here. So hopefully one of those guys will ripen. And I do have, I don't know, probably at least 6 of those little pumpkins in here. So I'm happy about that. They got cut back quite a bit. And here we've got some of the tomatoes that I cut back quite a bit. They're gonna look a little sad for now, but they should, well, hopefully they'll be okay. Give the puppies love cherry tomatoes. So, these tomatoes got cut back also. They were, I don't know, really high. And then here we come to the three more tomato plants. And these got cut back quite a bit, although they're still really tall, but these cages are doing a good job of keeping them in. And that is one of the orange peach tomatoes. And then we have a currant tomato, and then I think it's the Millions. This one is the Millions tomato. So I've got quite a few that I can harvest, and I've been out harvesting most every day. So over here in the zucchini patch, I actually tore out all the zucchinis except for one, and this one I cut back. And then I still have a baby, but I don't think it's gonna have enough time. I don't think it was getting enough sun. It was getting shaded out. And this is really just to try to keep this plant going, as now that we've started to get powdery mildew, it's going to be a little tougher to keep it producing, but hopefully cutting it back will help. Also, I cut back a little bit on the cucumbers, but it was really hard because they're all kind of woven in together. So this plant is probably, or this, you know, this bed is the one that's going to be the hardest to sort of get the powdery mildew back under control. So we'll see. I've been doing pretty good with the cucumbers though so far. So I'm actually really happy with you know, having 3 or 4 weeks of pretty consistent cucumbers. This tomato plant right here got cut back as well. He's probably not going to have enough time to bring any new fruit to maturity, so he's been topped off. Haven't gotten anything ripe yet off of this plant, but it's looking good, so I should. Over here, the melons are struggling as well with the powdery mildew, as you can probably see on the leaves. Couldn't cut all the leaves back, so we will see how the treatments do. But I've got some melons here. This is the Tigger melon. I've got one ripening here, so I'm watching it pretty closely. And then we've got some of the Minnesota midget melons, and those guys, you know, they will turn orange when they're close to ripe, so we still got I would say a few weeks before those mature. And there's a couple more of the Tigger melons. I cut back pretty significantly the acorn squash. See if you can see that squash in there. I don't know if I was expecting this shape on the squash. Here's another one, and this I don't think I've used this variety before, because last year I had them, but I got them from a start, so I don't know exactly what variety it was. But I do have one down here that is starting to ripen up, so you can see the colors turning. We then have the strawberries, which are totally being decimated by the Japanese beetle, so it's not even a battle I'm really fighting, but I do come out and kill them sometimes. And then they also like some of the basil, but they leave some of the basil alone. So, and then yeah, finally over here we've got just like a whole bunch of herbs, and then down there I am starting to get some cilantro, so I should have some of that coming up here for the fall. So that is my day in the garden. I still have to do a little bit of fertilizing and get slow release fertilizer put down for some of those plants, and then I've got to start spraying with some neem oil and seeing if we can fight back the powdery mildew. So that is this is what mid-August looks like. All right, talk to you later.